It's going to be slippery in here. So I doubt we'll go too far upstream, but it's always good to check in a creek right off the side of the road where the cars are, because that's where everybody throws their paraphernalia and paraffin wax. Both can be lots of fun. Also lights. Yeah, this is slick as it can be. I guess it could be slicker. Okay, let's go downstream. This is what will lead us to our special car parts creek. There's a muffler. It's a good sound. One lives under here. This is kind of the back roads to get to where we're headed, but it's been probably a couple of years since we've been under here looking, and I don't see anything. And you don't either, so let's go. Trying to find the button to turn this camera off. First time I ever got in this creek, I didn't have my bearings lubricated and I wasn't sure where I was. Because my bride just drove by and dropped me off. She said, call me if you need anything. After about 30 minutes of wandering in the water, or more, I realized it was about to thunderstorm. And I wasn't sure where I was. And then I told her to come back, and I had to just figure out a road where I popped out on. Yeah, I used my phone, but still sometimes you gotta just get out and look where you are. This creek flows out of a city, through a housing area, and then on down to another town. So it's got a lot of bottles, but they're beer bottles. I hope this isn't Peter Oberstein, over boot height. It sure looks like it. It wouldn't be. If I had on grown-up boots. We're gonna take the snake route. So what you gotta do, you gotta guess which one of these is just a snake, just hanging out ever so gently, and which one is simply a stick or a vine. And sometimes you just go ahead and go, because you never know when you're gonna run across a tick that needs a ride to another spot. I think we found one or two old bottles in here before. Small ones. But all those are beer from around here. There's a lot of those in here. I'm having storm flashbacks. I'm in here finally, and the wind is picking up stuff and moving it from one spot to the other. There's a giant gold coin right there. But we're looking for car parts, not gold or silver or coins or even sidearms. Gotta think of the correct word. I put out that video that's that Crossman jet line conduit line sender. And I got a warning email about putting out violent content because the G word was in the title. Really don't want to crawl through all this. But we have to. You're gonna have to face the ground because my hand is gonna be lifting all this up to get me through it, and my phone's ringing, and there's a spider web. But I'm only bent over, so we're gonna do all this at once. Oh man, I hate spiders. Made it. I survived walking through that harsh environment, and I answered the phone, talked on it. Now I'm walking again. I don't understand why this water's so high though. It hasn't rained in so long, so there must be a dang down here that's new. I thought the way I was getting in was shorter, and I wouldn't have to I was hoping that was a tick. It wasn't. That's pretty deep, right? Oh, it's a buggy dang, a shopping cart dang. It has initiated what appears to be some sort of reservoir. Oh, my phone's ringing again. I want to show you something. It's not this, but I figure since we're standing here waiting on the water to clear up, it could be this. What do you think that is? The rest of the bones are in there. I wanted to show you something right here. We may have to go on downstream and mess around a little bit and then come back to right here. If I fell in this water, I'd probably just go ahead and shed a tear or three. It's right there. I don't know if you can see it. That's that big compressor, that old one I wanted to get out a long time ago. But I think that concrete has been poured all around it. Is that what that is? Can y'all? Or maybe it's just rocks. I could get it out with a pry bar. But then what am I going to do with it? That's kind of clearing up a little bit. Let's move on down. Yeah, this is not the best option for getting in right here. Kudzu's a little more, what's the word? An opportunist, is that the word? It will stick to bare skin. And people skin just to get where it wants to go. I'm trying not to stir it all up. That's what happens when you walk downstream. Yeah, I have erred in my way here. For sure. That's where we want to get, way down there. Guess we'll look around right here. That side might have been a little better. We might have to go back that way. I'm looking for a spot to put that foot. And I wonder if I can step on that. Getting there is half the adventure, right? Yes, if I had on waders, I would already be in the middle of it, but it's about 900 degrees out here, and I would have a heat murmur. There's a lot of ends and odds that just roll out of the bank. More odds than ends. It almost looked like hand grip off a projectile throwing apparatus, but it's simply a floor mat rolled up to trick me. That is a dauber of several piles of dirt. Here's an alternator. It makes changes. Now this is where we played for a while. Yeah, I've never seen that in there. You know, I got out of the wagon and I told myself, Sal, you got a magnet. Take it with you. And you have gloves. And here I am. I absolutely forgot. I was too busy watching for traffic. So now we're simply left churning the bottom. See, that was like a coin. from way over there. It isn't though. That is a rock. It's like going fishing without your fishing pole. You could just shove your head in the water. I'm gonna stir this up and we'll look. I just heard thunder. I feel like I should sneeze. Holy smokes, my phone's ringing again. Hang on a minute. Okay. We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. You know, I can swish that without touching the bottom. And then we'll be able to see, right? We did it before. Gloveless. And found stuff, didn't we? You just gotta kind of wait. It works. All it needs one coin. One, even a simple library. Because to walk out in all of this mess of car parts and to pull a single coin out is awesome. We found we found a bus token last time. There was there is a single coin, look. Curled, that is a library. Oh my goodness. It's gonna rain. I gotta stop looking up so fast. Did y'all just get dizzy when I did that? I did too. There, now we can leave. But let's look some more. My fingers hit the bottom. I get nervous for a second, or a second. Depends on if the word ends in a D or a T. I'm not sure. And then I look at my fingers and make sure there's not a hole in them. I did get a tetanus shot. I think it's working. Daniel stuck a from Magic City metal detecting, stuck a piece of fence in his foot. There's a lot of F's in that. So I asked him had he had his tetanus shot, and he said no. That was the end of the conversation. We found, what did we find? We found rings in here, didn't we? We found one. Okay. When the water settles, you can see salami, unless the wind's blowing, then you got this constant ripple. Hey, the minnows are back. They love it when I come play. I started to see if you wanted to go under, but then it started getting cloudier. And the more cloudy it gets, I guess you could still see underwater. Because I can't see hardly a thing. See, if I had on gloves, I could drag my fingers on the bottom and really stir up something special. Let's do a stand up, look around. All it needs is that big, soft, fuzzy white toilet paper commercial cloud to move out of the way. Look, it's making the butt of a Burnside carbine. It's a sign from above me. Go to the relics. I think it said, get out of that nasty creek. What else does it say? Go find Zach. Look, it's forming a picture of Zach. Get out of that nasty creek. Go find Zach. Oh, the message is disintegrating. Okay, let's get back in here. Okay, I get it. I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw a sign. So that's why you gotta look up. I would really like to find another ring, because you know, ain't no telling how many people lost their class ring in their car, and then went to the junk yard, and they got thrown over the side of a hill. And then if I found it and changed my name to something that ran with Hill, it would be Bill. We could have finished that little scenario. That sure did look like the side of a coin. It still does. It almost looks like it has writing on it. But why would it be painted white on one side? We shall harvest for later investigation. It's like a refrigerator. You know, you lay a refrigerator over, they say don't sit it up or don't lay it over because it ruins it. It's because if you stand it up, I think, I'm guessing, I don't know about refrigeration, but then all the oils have moved around out of the spot where they're supposed to be. And you plug it up and it burns up. I feel like that when I stand up real fast. Like all my oils haven't got back where they need to be. So when you go to the doctor and they say, well, you know, what's wrong with you? You tell them. And they say, well, on a scale of, let's say on a scale of 75 to 362, what's your level of pain? And you give them a number. And then they tell you. Never plug in a refrigerator that's been laying down for a while. I just never had a doctor tell me that, and that's why I never learned the truth behind it. I feel like I need to be on the other side. Then all you can see is my melon. I feel like I need to be underneath it. Then all you can see is my melon. Oh, the sun's going away again. But I can see. Can you see? A little bit. Now we need to change sides again. Let's get back where we were. Okay, this is going to be our spot right here by this brick. Brick starts with B. And so does bumper crop. So let's play the game. You want to? Remember that. Bricklayers know that. I had an uncle. Great uncle. He's kind of a nice guy. We called him Great. He said, "You're great." Who was a brick mason. But that's not important right now. But he knew the importance of the letter B. He lived with my grandmother and a bunch of other people, maybe great, back during the Depression. And I got my grandmother's story on a cassette tape through a speech class I did, because they didn't think I knew how to make nice sentences, correct sentences, so I took a speech class. And so she told me a bunch of stories about the Depression, how they all lived together, and everybody would kind of go their separate ways during the day, go out and try to make a few dollars. And this is a true story too. Then come back and they just consolidate what they have, try to take care of each other. But then my grandmother later on in life got a job, I believe it was called Bell South back then, and she was a switchboard operator. I think she started off like unplugging lines from a wall, unplugging them in, and that's the way you call people. Today you just push a button in your car and you say, "Call bride." Calling bride on sale. Recalculating. It's amazing. Still. But I've told you before, I still don't know how they get sound on a record. I mean, I know I can Google it and look at the process, but I don't see anything in here. But how they actually put sound on a piece of plastic, you don't know. How you might know. There's some lead. I believe someone told me that all the lead in these creeks come out of batteries. Not to be confused with a battery like a Civil War battery. Then later on, she became a big boss in a telephone company in Birmingham. And when she passed, I had I inherited this chest of stuff that my family didn't want, and I got to digging through it. She had all these little pendants of 5 year, 10 year, 15, 20 years, all the way till she retired. Pretty neat. I think I see a coin. Sometimes I confuse coins with rocks. You learn real quick when you find what you think's a coin and it's a rock, and then you try to put it in a gum machine and you get nothing. And you think, huh, that was a rock. I know what you're thinking, dude, move to another spot. Okay, don't get mad. Let's go back right here. Did you get water in your face? Sometimes when you stand up from afar, you see stuff you didn't see from a close. I could do this a lot faster with gloves. We've already had that discussion, so see anything? I'm just so tempted to grab a wad of it, but that is not a good idea. Even with a tetanus shot, you can still feel the pain, right? Get a bad case of E. pluribus unum or something, I don't know. Oh, we'll get a little closer over here. And there's a good, let's start right there while that clears up. Let's do right here. It's big, it's open, it's flat, hard clay bottom. So maybe we get to where we can see a flat coin stuck in the bottom. I'm getting there, hang on, let me erase the canvas. I know what you're thinking. I see a coin, nanny boo boo, right there. There's a guy in the front, a library on the back. It's like that Penny Creek video I put out years ago. Everybody said, I can't believe a guy gets so excited about finding a penny. Oh, jeez, that's what I was looking for. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking. We won't do this much longer. I'm not talking about like in life. I'm talking about like now. definitely on the bottom. Tiny bubbles. See, I thought that was a piece of jewelry. I think it's just an electrical connector. It's just an electrical connector. We're gonna get to the bottom. The coins go to the bottom and sink. This thing has been, I wipe sweat off my face. This thing is flooded about halfway up. And I've shown you the coin thing before, showing you that coins don't move downstream. Generally, when you throw them in the water, they stay. Just thought I'd share that with you again. So let's try that again. Let's go to that spot. See if we can get a library out of there. That's a lot of, let's try right here first. I'm gonna try it here first. There's a lot of sand and silt right here. I don't know how far the bottom is. Oh, it's pretty close. Sorta. This video is gonna be way too long. I should have stopped it, pretending like I just got here again. So glad to be back. When I really never left to begin with. I know what I want to talk to you about. Some guy. He's on the news. He's a YouTube, what they call a YouTube influencer, YouTube personality. He's got like 300-something thousand subscribers. And he's about to go to jail because he abused his girlfriend or something, or she was underage or something. I don't know. So you never know the whole story when it comes to that. And I thought, man, he blew it. You know, if he's really to blame. 300-something thousand subscribers. So I looked, and he's got like 12 million views. That's a lot. Because a lot of people ask me when I get together with them, because a lot of people want to get together just simply to grow their channel. And I understand, but my problem is, I don't have any tricks. I don't know how to grow a channel from a YouTube standpoint. But what I do know, it's views that make big YouTubers make big money. It's not subscribers. Your view count should be relatively in sync with your subscriber count. So if you go to anybody's about page and look at it, it'll show you how many subscribers they have, and it'll show you views. The guy with 300-something thousand subscribers had about 12 million views. I don't know how many subscribers I have, maybe 63, I don't know what it is. And I'm at about 22 million views. Now what immediately that signals is that, oh, he's buying subscribers, because you can. You can buy Instagram followers, you can boost posts on Facebook. To have 300 and something thousand subscribers, only 12 million views, probably most of those were bought. I actually have a friend who did it. There's actually YouTube channels about doing it. Pretty interesting. Maybe I should do that. But it's kind of a waste. I'm done here. It's kind of a waste because it's not like it benefits your channel other than somebody saying, man, they got a lot of subscribers. Must be some cool stuff. I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning is. I know I got to figure out if I'm going that way or that way. Maybe we'll find something different. it was just interesting to me. I don't know how they, whoa. I don't know how they do it. I know a lot of, I believe a lot of the subscribers are bought from places like India. And usually you say more than one thing when you say from places like, but I can't think of another with this piece of kudzu stuck to my face. That stuff hurts. Almost worse than stickers. Because every inch of it has, that's not kudzu. There's a tick on my arm. I'm done with that story. I personally don't care what people do with their channels. I just, I don't have tricks. I don't know how to grow a channel to become a famous YouTuberitarian. That's getting all political, isn't it? We gotta get out of here. Oh my goodness. I just stirred up everything. It's a nice mimosa though. I'm done. Thanks for watching my videos. I gotta get out of here. Thanks for watching my